All right. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Abishai, Bashim Bakar Hakwadash, the bonus to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you brothers doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Those who elect, the brothers waiting every day, praying for Yahweh Bashim Abishai to return so we can get out this place. Peace and salutations to you brothers, man. If you can look at the screen, you can see the title from the Business Insider. Italy coronavirus death toll shot up to 366 in a day as the country put 16 million people on lockdown. I'm gonna read the smaller caption because I'm looking at the number 366, and I think it's a. As I'm looking at certain illuministic numbers as we go by, but I'm not into that. But it's just kind of odd. People wear face masks. The title under the picture. People wear face masks as they attend the live broadcasting of Pope Francis Sunday. Angelus prayer during the coronavirus emergency at St. Peter's Square. On that, that's today. At the Vatican City, Vatican, right? If you notice, if I read the caption, the one right under it says Italy's death toll amidst the novel coronavirus outbreak shot up 133. They go that number again in one day, marking 366. Okay, death in the country. 366 deaths in the country. The new figure makes the country home of the largest number of infected outside of China. The surpassed South Korea, which has 77,331. 13. And identified cases on March 8th. So this all is happening, actually identified today. The country issued a lockdown on a Lombardy region, affecting up to 16 million people and 14 of the country's provinces that are now subjected to travel restrictions under the new quarantine rules. Now, I want to check to see if that Lombardy area is deep on 5G. Okay. I'm just read these kind of fast. The death toll in Italy, the center of the novel coronavirus outbreak in Europe, shot up within one day from 233, which is funny, to 366. Officials announces the 133 deaths come alongside a spike in infections from 5,883 to 7,375. The newly identified cases have marked the country's status as having the largest number of infections outside of China, where the virus originated. The second largest center of the infection is now South Korea, which has identified 7,313 cases on March. Italy issues an unprecedented response to the outbreak, announcing a lockdown to the country and Lombardy region, making up to 16 million people and 14 of the country's provinces subject to travel restrictions, right? So Italy's been under their quarantine rules. So Italy they've been having sports events, but they haven't been having any of the public there. It says law, and they say maybe that Pope has the coronavirus also. Law enforcement has deployed alongside the new restrictions to enforce the quarantine. The Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, also announced the official closing of public spaces like schools. So they closed down schools, gyms, museums, nightclubs, and pools. Now this thing is ramping up. And I believe out in California, they're pondering to do the same thing. And I know New York has more cases. Man, that's all through the Most High, man. We are facing an emergency, a national emergency. Contain said this is a national emergency because of the pandemic. Sunday, we have to limit the spread of the virus and prevent our hospitals from being overwhelmed. The shuttering of public places, shuttering, so they're shuttering the public so nobody can be in the place. It's going to happen in America, man. It was similar to an announcement in the neighboring France, where officials announced a ban on a gathering of more than 1,000 people. Shoot, it's only one person. If you only had 19 people, it could still get to 1,000. After the number of deaths rose from 11 to 19 over the limit, over the weekend amid 1,126 total cases. Okay. The virus has posed certain countries around the world as more than 107,000 has been infected and at least 3,600 dead, though the highest death toll have previously been identified in China. Okay. The coronavirus live update, more than 106,000 have been. This is more. But see, this is a pandemic. This is basically a pandemic that's not trying to be said to be a pandemic. It's not even being quarantined. I mean, you got movies, and I know I really want to check. I'm gonna pause this for a second. As you can see in the title, Italy approves use of special powers over 5G supply deals. It's kind of funny that, I mean, I've been listening to like the alternative news. I've been noticing that everywhere that 5G is at, that damn coronavirus is. So through the spirit, I mean, this article is just saying it approved the 5G, and there's certain areas it's a firm from China. So, man, hey, go to scripture real quick. That's why that stuff is, being, and I guess it says America lobbied against. Let me read this paragraph right here. It says this right here where I started. All right, it says the United States has lobbied Italy and other European allies to stay clear of Huawei's equipment, to also pay close scrutiny to ZTE, saying the vendor could pose a security risk. Both companies have strongly denied the risk, right? I'm telling you, this 5G is really what it is, man. I'll just get one scripture and then I'm gonna close out. Because, we're not fooled. This devil has set this up. All right, I'm going to give it a scripture. This is 2 Corinthians 2:10. It says, "Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right, because the 5G seems to be the issue, man. The coronavirus, and it's obvious that everywhere this 5G is at, this coronavirus is really hanging around. And that's really it. I'm going to do some more research on that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Al Shai, Bashim, and Crocodile's Peace Site, chasing the Shalom.